Hello everyone, it's Sid the Baker here. A while ago I made some slab cake, and at the end of the film I said I was going to make some Battenburg out of it. Never actually got round to it. Well, today we're going to remedy that. So we're going to go in the kitchen in a few moments and I'm going to show you how to put some Battenburg together. Let's go in the kitchen. Right, here we are ladies and gentlemen in my kitchen. Now, you saw my last videos on slab cake. You see that we made the slab cake. I think I made a white one. I said I was going to make a pink one, or could have been vice versa. And we were going to turn them into Battenburg. Well, here's the slab cake. First of all, we made the white one, but we put a bit of yellow colour in it, you see, just to give it a bit of interest. And then we did a pink one, exactly the same, but we put a bit of pink colour in. And there you go. So there's your pieces of slab cake. I'll put them a little bit just to give us a bit of a start. Now, all we're going to do, we're going to trim the edge like this. Just throw the bits on one side. By the way, keep these bits, they're very good for trifles and things like that. If you just break them off, put some nice jelly on them, you've got a lovely trifle. Right, so just trimming the edges, and I'm going to skim the top. Again, it will all do for trifles when you get a chance. Don't forget, with your knife, be very careful, especially if it's a sharp like this. Stop when you get to the end. You don't want to lose your fingers. Right, flip it over, give it another trim on that side. Now, you've got a piece left that's round about an inch thick. There it is, it's about an inch thick. On that one side, let's do the same with the pink one. Exactly the same. Trim the edges. And that edge. Like that. Trim it down. Flip it over. Trim it down again on that side. So around about an inch. Now, you see that will then go on top of there like that. So what you need next, you want some jam. Any sort of jam, doesn't really matter. If it's your cake, you put in what you want. You get some jam and just smear it on like this. You don't want too much, that'll just make it sticky. And you just want a nice smear of jam. Just enough to stick it together. There you go, there's your smear of jam. Now, you get your other piece of cake and you put it on the top. Okay, now then, turn it that way. So I'm going to make 4 pieces of Battenburg out of this, but you can just do 1 or 2, whatever you want. And this is just going to be 4. So now I'm going to cut that down the middle. So that is roughly, I would say, 2.5 inches wide by about 2 inches deep. Now, this is the clever bit. Cut that piece down the middle again. Just like that. Turn it to one side. Flick one over like that and flick the other one over that way. Get your jam again. And simply smear the side that's got the both colours on. Yeah, you can see where we're going with this, can't you? Okay, so we've done that. Now then, put the yellow bit with the red bit and the red bit with the yellow bit. There you go. That is the shape of your Battenburg. Put that on one side. Let's do the same with the next one. Same again. Let's get your jam. There you go. That's that and put the pink with the yellow and the yellow with the pink. Job's a good one. Now then, I'm trying to do this in one take, so I'll have to do loads of editing when we're finished. Now I'm going to clear that piece off now, just like that, get it out of the way. I'm going to move my cakes over that way a little bit, so I've got plenty of room. Right, now then, marzipan. Marzipan. I buy this from the cheap German stores. I don't pay a lot of money for it. There's no point. Marzipan is marzipan. Now you notice it hasn't got any colour to it. Proper marzipan isn't coloured. It's simply a sort of bland colour. So what we're going to do to make the cake more interesting, we're going to put some yellow colour in it. Now the thing with marzipan, don't use flour on it, use icing sugar. Right, this is icing sugar. So when you're using marzipan, because it's made of sugar, you need to use icing sugar on it. Now what I'm doing, I'm softening it up a little bit, because you want it nice and soft. And because it's got nut oil and everything in, when it's warm, it goes softer. So warm it up a little bit in your hands. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of yellow colour in this. Trouble with this now, it's going to go all over my fingers and make me look like I'm a 40-a-day smoker. But it will wash out in the end. There we go, put a bit of yellow colour in. Now while I'm softening it up, you see that yellow colour will blend into it. So all I'm doing, I'm just using the palms of my hands, just pushing it into the table, turning it round, making it more pliable. Only takes a minute or two. And you see how the yellow's coming in now. Makes your cake look a little bit more interesting. I mean, you could do it pink if you wanted to. You should have a pink Battenberg. But the general colour for Battenberg is usually a yellowy colour. See, it's got a bit more yellow now. And it's more pliable as we go along. You're seeing this as it actually happens, no editing or anything like that. What's happening is what you see. There we go, that's yellow enough now. Now, because it's live, I forgot to get my rolling pin. One rolling pin. Okay, let's get some icing sugar down. You notice I'm just using my sieve. You could use a sugar dredger if you've got one. I haven't got one, so I just use a little sieve. There you go. Right, now we're going to pin it out, just like this. And because we've softened it in our hands, it works out quite easily. Now, the thing is, when you're rolling these out, use your rolling pin as a measure. Right, there's the cake. Can't quite see it in shot there. There's the cake. There's my rolling pin. That's how long I need it. Where my finger is. Okay. So I've already got it long enough. You see. I'm going to turn it sideways then. Like that. I'm going to roll it that way. There you go. See, you should be able to lift it up and throw it around or do what you want with it. It shouldn't make a difference. So we've got the marzipan and we've got the cake. What do we do next? We place the cake on the edge of the marzipan. You can use your palette knife for this or any knife and just trim the edge like that. Trim that. Now, count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then trim that edge. Just give yourself about 1/4 inch. Okay? Now, we already know that it's going to be that wide, so we trim that edge as well. And we trim that edge also. Okay, put that on one side. That's your piece of marzipan. Make sure it's loose and not stuck to the table. Now, buttercream. If you see my video, you've seen how to make buttercream. I've got quite a lot here because I've got another project to do after this one that requires a lot of buttercream. So I'll make quite a big batch, but it's the same, big batch, small batch, whatever. Just get some buttercream and spread it on. Now this, you only need a thin layer again. It's a thin layer of buttercream. You're just basically making it sticky. There's your thin layer of buttercream. Okay, get your cake. Start at that end and simply roll it up. Keep it nice and tight. Now that end that we had sticking out, fold it under. Like that. Okay, so you see you've got your basic shape now. Now, again, if you get some icing sugar, dip it in your fingers in it, and if you use your thumb and forefingers, you can press like that into the edge. Just press like that into the edge, and the same on the other side, into the edge, and you've got a nice fancy pattern that you don't get in the supermarkets. Now, get the back of your knife, not the blade, this wide bit, and just go like this across the top. And you've got another nice pattern. Okay, so now we'll trim the edge there. And we cut it in the middle there. And we trim that edge there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your Battenburg. How easy is that? So there you are, ladies and gentlemen, two nice pieces of Battenburg. I'll do the other two a little bit later on. But how easy is that? A nice afternoon tea, slice that up and give it to your friends. Nice cup of tea, very English. The best part of this job, the ends that you've cut off. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll see you next time.